Welcome back to Joe's Not Worried About It, where we turn market anxiety into profit. I'm Joe, and by the end of this video, you'll know why I'm not worried about Nvidia's competition. Because the real advantage to Nvidia isn't in the silicon, it's in the stack. Most people think it's the GPU, and they're wrong. Everybody keeps comparing raw performance. They talk about how AMD's new GPU is catching up, or how Google's new chip is cheaper per flop. That's cool, but none of it matters without the glue. So what is the glue in this completely complicated tech setup? The glue is called CUDA, and Nvidia owns it. CUDA is a software ecosystem so entrenched that it's basically the operating system for all of AI infrastructure. Machine learning engineers aren't trained on chips. They're trained on CUDA. You can't swap it out without rewriting and re-optimizing everything. What CUDA really is a walled garden with a completely gold floor. CUDA isn't just a library. It's the abstraction layer, the compiler stack, the dev tools, the community, and the integration points for the entire AI stack. And all of this was starting to be built over 2 decades ago by Nvidia, and that's why almost all models play on CUDA. Universities literally teach CUDA, and startups prototype on, you guessed it, CUDA. If you try to move off it, you're not just switching GPUs, you're switching languages, workflows, toolchains, and talent pools. And no CFO will sign off on that amount of risk. But wait, it's actually deeper. There's an entire network stack as well, because Nvidia doesn't just sell chips, they sell entire systems. NVLink for fast inter-GPU bandwidth, InfiniBand for scaling across nodes, custom switch silicon to optimize data movements. Competitors can't just fab a new GPU and show up to the market. It won't fit. They'd also have to recreate Nvidia's entire networking layer to match hyperscale performance. Even if they try to compete on hardware, competitors still lose at the system level. Why? Because they're not only building parts, they're to the whole machine. The final nail, CUDA just went RISC-V. In mid-2025, Nvidia announced CUDA support for the RISC-V or RISC-V architectures. Translations, they're no longer locked into the x87 chips, and they're not locked into ARM. They're building a portable moat that can jump host platforms while still controlling the high-value software layer. That's not flexibility. It's a complete war strategy. So when people ask, what if someone builds a better chip? What if someone connects through ARM holdings? Sure, let them try. But without the software, the dev base, the optimization stack, or the ecosystem, it's just a lonely chip in a sea of unsupported code. So am I worried about AMD, Google, ARM, or any of the other startups eating Nvidia's lunch? Not even close. The GPU isn't the castle. The software is the fortress. And CUDA has more arrows in the wall than any other stack out there. And as a last defense, if some startup really has some sort of innovative breakthrough, Nvidia will just buy them with their country GDP-sized war chest. Want to dig deeper into Nvidia's moat? Drop me a comment, subscribe, stay sharp, and above all, don't worry about it. You know I'm not.